What's up, everybody? Welcome to Kraken Hunters. I'm Carolina Hitman,
I'm Anubis.
and today we're going to be doing Shootin' the Shit.
Yeah, so
today-
shooting the shit.
That's right. On Shootin' the Shit, we're going to be talking about another one of our favorite directors. And that man is Quentin Tarantino.
Yes.
Yes, man. He is one of my favorite directors of all time. I say easily top 10.
I honestly don't think he gets enough credit.
He does not. Well, no, I think he does, man. A lot of people know how good he is. And I think he gets a lot of credit. And he's one of my favorite directors of all time.
I don't think he gets enough. I don't think he gets enough credit for what he's done and what he can continue to give us.
He does continue. Well, we're going to talk about that. I don't know. I disagree a little bit. Just a little bit. But, yeah, so Quentin Tarantino, he is the greatest. I don't care what no one says. The greatest dialogue director of all time.
Man, I'll give you that because, man, the narration in the movies are awesome, especially in, Inglourious Bastards, dude.
I wouldn't even say just the narration, just the dialogue between characters, man, is awesome.
I think maybe it's just because he's a genius.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we can say he's a genius, but the man never did graduate high school.
He never did?
No, he was a dropout.
Oh, wow.
And that's why I think I love his movies so much, is because it shows a very simple form of cinema, like with the chapters, almost like reading a book.
Oh, yeah, honestly, it is like that.
Yeah. And you go through. I think that's why he's using that, but he's doing it in such a way that is so good. Like we'll go with Pulp Fiction for starters.
Well, okay, you go before. Go ahead.
Well, in Pulp Fiction, he starts off chapters. You got the Bonnie and Clyde situation.
Right.
Right, which Tim Roth and I can't remember the chick's name either. But I mean, they start off, they're sitting at a diner and they're talking to each other. And
spoiler alerts for anybody who has not watched a single Quentin Tarantino movie. We're going to be going in depth in some of his movies. So spoiler alerts. Go ahead.
Well, if you haven't seen them, you should.
Yeah, I agree.
But I mean, they start off and they're talking about it, and everything in the movie connects to that first scene.
Right.
And the cool thing is there's so many different characters, but they're all separated by chapters. It's kind of like taking the easy way out, but making it good.
And I agree, and that's one of the things I really do appreciate about him is the fact that he can mix his chapters up and it still lead back to one focal point.
Right.
And like in Pulp Fiction, it was the two people robbing the diners. At the end of the movie, we all come full circle back to that one scene and one incident where they're robbing a diner.
Oh, which one's yours? Oh, it's that one that says "badass motherfucker" on it.
No, actually, oh yeah, right, right. And honestly, I love the fact that Quentin Tarantino sticks with working with
Samuel Jackson.
Yes.
Yeah,
I love Samuel Jackson. He's awesome.
Samuel Jackson.
He's awesome.
Uma Thurman.
Yep.
Tim Roth.
Yep.
Michael Madsen.
Yeah, exactly. Michael Madsen actually worked with quite a few. But we're gonna start from the beginning because honestly,
Jackie Brown.
No, Jackie. My Jackie Brown is not his first. It's Reservoir Dogs. That's actually my favorite Quentin Tarantino movie of all time. I love Reservoir Dogs.
There's another actor in that movie that is in several other. Harvey Keitel.
Yeah, the black dude, the light-skinned dude. Are we talking about the same dude?
Harvey Keitel, man. He played the preacher in From Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh, okay. So we're talking about two different dudes.
Yeah, the wolf from Pulp Fiction.
Right. Okay. Yes, you're right. Yep.
Harvey Keitel.
I like him too.
Yeah.
And that's one thing. I wish more directors would do more of is work with a particular actor that they've worked with before. Quentin Tarantino's good for that.
Actually, the great directors do that.
Yes, I agree. The great directors continue to work with an actor that they worked with before, and I think it enhances their movies. Like they work so well with them that I think
it's like they find an artistic stride.
Right. Yes. And for me, I think that with working with them, we're familiar with them, and it helps elevate their movies a little bit more because they don't have to tell them anything. They know working with that director what he expects, what he wants, and they can do that.
It elevates the director at one point, and then it also elevates the actor at the other point because the only way they can do is just go up.
Right.
And with Quentin Tarantino, that's the thing. Every movie that he's made is better than the next. Structure-wise.
I disagree, because Death Proof is a horrible movie.
Actually,
I'm going to say Death Proof is horrible.
Death Proof may be a horrible movie, but the thing is, there's still the fact that there is realism. There is no CGI.
That's true.
There's legit car chases, legit car crashes. Everything, the practical effects,
I agree.
There's so many good points, and not only that, but, I mean, Kurt Russell gives one hell of a performance.
He actually really does.
And he not only the bad guy is just that where he turns out to be a little bitch in the end, dude.
Right.
I mean, I'm sorry. It's just so. I honestly, I disagree with you on that. Death Proof, I think, is a good movie.
It's not. Good.
I think.
Okay, let me say this: compared to his body of work, that is his weakest movie.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Yes,
I will give you that. But it's not bad.
See, for me, it's bad because he's such an established director, and comparing his other bodies of work. Excuse me. Sorry if you heard that. I expected more from him with Death Proof. I think because I've seen his movies before Death Proof, and I expect a certain level of quality, and I don't want to say professionalism because that's not what I'm looking for, but I have to stick with quality.
All right,
I expect a certain level of quality.
I think though that you might be missing the point a little bit on this, because when it comes to Death Proof, he's out of his comfort zone.
But actually, I think out of his comfort zone is Jackie Brown, because he actually made a by the numbers movie. But what I'm saying is, it's not like, if you look at Jackie Brown, it's not like any of his other movies. Like, his other movies are more chapter based, like chapter 1, chapter 2, whatever. Jackie Brown wasn't like that. Jackie Brown was actually a more
Django wasn't like that.
Yeah, actually it was.
It wasn't chapter based.
Yes, it was. Well, no, it wasn't chapter based, but you can still tell the split between each. I don't want to say not narrative, but split between each. I'm trying to think of the word I'm looking for. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm trying to figure out the word I'm looking for, and I can't think of it. But it wasn't like where Jackie Brown was just a regular movie.
Right.
Django Unchained was not a regular movie. It still was broken up into pieces. Jackie Brown. Sorry, everybody. Jackie Brown was a straightforward movie. And I don't think that movie gets a lot of the credit that it deserves, because it's a good movie, but I think everybody was so used to his directorial style that a regular movie from Quentin Tarantino was off-putting. It threw everybody off. And I think that's why Jackie Brown doesn't get the credit it deserves, because it's a really good movie.
Well, I'm going to throw that out too with Death Proof too. I don't think he gets the credit it deserves because of the scenes in it and the actors in it. And he took Zoe Bell, who's a stunt woman. She's a stunt woman. He made her, that's her trade. That's what she does.
Zoe
Bell is a stunt woman.
Wasn't Zoe in Charmed?
No.
The same girl that was in Death. I thought the same girl. No, I'm thinking of Planet Terror. Robert Rodriguez.
Rose McGowan.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking of. Yes, totally different person.
She was in.
I apologize.
She was in Death Proof also.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Okay, you're right. Yep. Sorry.
Zoe Bell was the one who was sitting on the front of the car.
Okay, gotcha.
Which she is a stunt woman.
By trade.
That's her job. When she sees the camera looking at her face, that's a no-no.
Right.
But, he made her into an actor instead of rather a stunt woman.
That's a very good point.
And, with that, it was with that movie. And, I saw a interview with her, and she was like, I was sitting there on the hood of this car going 40 miles an hour, watching the road go by, and I looked up, and I immediately, as soon as I saw the camera, I wanted to put my head down. But the point is that she was
Right.
The main actor.
Right.
One of the main ones.
One of them, yes.
And I think that also like boosts Quentin Tarantino up is that he's given these stunt actors the props they deserve.
Yeah, I agree. And they don't get the credit.
Zoe Bell also was in Kill Bill.
Really?
Yeah, she was the stunt actor for Uma Thurman.
I did not know that.
The scene where she runs up the rails?
Yes.
Runs up the rail of the Chinese,
yes.
the Japanese bar or whatever. That was Zoe Bell.
I did not know that.
That was her, and she
Learn
did that.
every day.
They did that. She did that with no wires.
I did not know that.
Straight up that fucking side rail, man.
Wow.
And I'm telling not only
with
that,
no wires, that's impressive.
Not only that, but she also was the stunt actress for Xena.
Really?
The warrior princess.
Wow.
I'm telling you, man.
I did not know that.
She's finally because now she's actually the main actor in quite a few like underground movies, like about fight clubs and shit like that.
Right.
She's now finally getting to be what she deserves.
Okay, well, I can see that.
And that's why I'm saying that's why I love Death Proof so much is because he's taking these women that are perfect stunt actors,
right,
and putting them right there on the front lines, man, the spotlight.
That's a very good point.
I know. See, that's what I'm saying.
I still think that's one of his weaker movies.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you on that, but it's not a bad movie.
No, I can understand. Now that hearing you explain that, I can agree that's not a bad movie. But for Quentin Tarantino, with the body of work he has, a weaker movie like that is a bad movie.
Now let's talk about something a little bit different. Let's go to Powerful. Let's talk about
The Bride. That's his most powerful female character. The Bride. That's not even a question. That's a fact.
I'm actually emotionally powerful.
Emotionally, still The Bride. Like the Bride.
You don't think like Django?
No, The Bride.
Or
because
Christoph Waltz?
No, not even none of them. Because The Bride, I'm explaining to you why. The Bride, David Carradine's character shot in the head. Like she was pregnant, she was getting married.
He didn't know she was pregnant.
But I know, but I'm saying, but she was pregnant, she was getting married, and she got shot in the head. And the willpower for this woman to kill, and she didn't just set up a bill, she wanted to kill every single character that had anything to do with that massacre that happened at her wedding.
Pretty much a John Crazy.
Right, she wanted to kill everybody. And the fact that she did that with all the emotional baggage that she carried, as far as loving Bill, like she loved Bill.
Yeah.
Like there was no doubt. Like in the second movie, you get to see how much she actually loved Bill. She loved Bill, and still to have the dedication to continue with her mission to kill all the people, all the members of the Deadly Viper Assassination Squad?
Yeah.
All of them, and go get Bill. To me, that's the most emotionally complete character he's made.
And I think that also too with the Bride, Uma Thurman's character in the Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2.
Right.
I think she shows a lot of perseverance just to be with Bill.
Right. And
I mean, she went through that training.
That's what I was just about to say. With Padme,
that's smash it.
And for anybody who did not know who Padme was, it's crazy. The Padme character, the Padme character. You know who it was played by? It was played by Gordon Liu, who was the main protagonist against Padme's character in the old 70s and 80s kung fu movies.
See, that's
also I'm saying that is I love Quentin Tarantino because of that.
He does shit like that.
Yeah,
that
it's
is just
awesome.
I mean, it's insane because he did the same shit with like Inglourious Bastards, like the music, man.
Like that's my second favorite movie.
Oh my gosh!
And I know, don't get me wrong, Pulp Fiction caught everybody off guard.
No, Pulp Fiction was a masterpiece.
I'm not saying it wasn't, but you know what? I enjoyed Inglourious Bastards more than I enjoyed Pulp Fiction.
Oh.
It's excuse me. I know it's crazy to say. I know people may disagree with me. I know a whole bunch of people would disagree with me. But I think Reservoir Dogs, Reservoir Dogs is my most favorite movie of Quentin Tarantino. But second is actually Inglourious Bastards. That's my favorite. Like, that's my second favorite movie by Quentin Tarantino.
I mean, yeah, it's a great.
And I think like Quentin Tarantino is a genius as far as tension
casting.
No, I'm gonna get to that. Not even just casting, but tension buildup. Like, he'll have a scene with an actor, with a couple actors interacting with each other, but the tension, like Kill Bill with the scene with the girl from the movie theater, the Cineplex, and Christoph Waltz's character, when they're talking and everything.
Oh my goodness!
The tension of that point. Not even just that, the opening scene, not even scene, but the opening dialogue and scene of
him killing their entire family.
Yes, where he's talking to the French guy. That, man, was so awesome because you got to see the tension. Like, you don't know that Christoph Waltz knows that those people are on the ground yet at the beginning of that scene. But the French guy...
He didn't know it.
He did know. No, he did know those people were under the ground. He knew for a fact. When you get to the later part of that scene, when he's talking to the French guy, he knew, because he's so good at hunting Jews. He knew there were people under those I don't want to say not cupboards, but
it's under the floor.
Under the floorboards, yes, under the floorboards. He knew there were people underneath there, but the tension the entire time. With him talking to the French dude, having the civilized conversation.
Well, that's the thing. You know, he can do that. You know, Quentin Tarantino can do that dialogue because, you know, he's intelligent enough. He can write that.
And that's for me why I agree with you, why he is a genius. Because his dialogue is so amazing.
And you know,
and it really is.
I think it may be also another thing too about the actors. I think the actors
make those scenes.
No, I think the actors help him. Like maybe Quentin Tarantino's like, hey man, you know, if you were, you know, doing this, what would you say?
Right.
And you know, maybe he uses that in his writing.
I can honestly agree because it's just
so natural for them.
And man. Thank you. That is the perfect analogy. It is so, like, when you see the scene play out, it's
natural.
So natural.
It really is.
It really is. Like,
you believe him.
Yes, you believe
you
that
believe
dude is evil.
He is a Jew hunter.
Yes, like Christoph Waltz, he deserved that Oscar for not Django Unchained, for Inglourious Basterds. He deserved it because, man, when you see his facial expressions, when you see him switch from smiling to just dead and serious, getting to the point.
Loving milk to killing people.
Yes, and it's amazing, like, as a director, to pull that out of an actor, to see him do that, man, it's amazing. Like, that's why Christoph Waltz, he deserved the Oscar for Inglourious Basterds because he was able to go from happy and talking to just dead inside and
it was
just
a
serious.
Game. It was a game.
It was for him. Yeah, it was for him. He was experienced in it, and he won a lot of those matches in the game he played.
Well, he didn't win the very end.
No, he did not. Oh man,
now I'm gonna have to throw this out. Well, we're gonna go ahead and keep going to Inglourious Basterds, but you know, it also shows the acting ability of Brad Pitt.
Oh man, I love Brad Pitt's character. I wish I'd have seen more of them.
I know.
That's my only critique.
The actual bastards.
Yes, that's my only critique of Inglourious Basterds. Is that we didn't see more of the bastards.
I think that it was spanned out perfect.
I wanted to see more of them. Like, they were so interesting, especially Brad Pitt's character.
Aldo Rain.
Yeah, Aldo. Thank you. Aldo Rain.
Aldo Rain.
Oh man, he was so interesting as a character. I wanted to see more of him. That's like my only critique of that movie.
I wanted to see where he got that fucking scar on his throat.
Okay, second critique, because I wanted to see where he got that scar too. I'm like, damn, he had it all across his neck.
I think it was a rope burn.
I don't care what it was.
I think it was somebody trying to hang his ass.
I would hope it wasn't. I hope somebody cut his throat.
You know, he liked the moonshine.
Yes, true. I would love to have seen more of an in-depth analysis and backstory of Brad Pitt's character, Aldo Rain. I would have wanted to see more of that, especially like you said, where he got that scar from around his neck. I wanted to see more of that.
Yeah.
That's like my only critique of that movie.
And, you know, I wanted to see more of the Bear Jew.
Oh, man, Bear Jew.
You know,
the Bear Jew.
The Bear Jew. Donnie Donovan.
That movie is so awesome. I'm sorry. I love talking.
The Bear Jew was Eli Roth.
Yeah, and that was like, and it fits Eli Roth because he beat that dude to death. Like, yes,
really
that
fucking
was
did.
That was a bloody scene.
Perfect.
Yeah, it was.
And you know the funny thing,
and it perfectly fit Eli Roth.
He used that Louisville Slugger.
Yeah, man, yes, awesome. Yeah, he did Louisville Slugger. But man, honestly, man, we can go. I can go on for hours talking about Quentin Tarantino.
Oh,
we're going to talk about it
really
some
could.
more.
We could. And let's go back to Pulp Fiction. Let's talk to. Let's go back to him doing the chapters because like
that's where
you know because of Pulp Fiction.
Don't say that. It's because of Reservoir Dogs. He had chapters in Reservoir Dogs.
I was going a different way.
I apologize. I'm sorry.
Actually, I was going to say because of Pulp Fiction, John Travolta got his
second start,
his reputation back.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, because he was after like the 70s and 80s, he was basically off the map, and Pulp Fiction helped him elevate his career again.
And yes, he did dance in it. But then again, he also stabbed a bitch because she was ODing on him.
I swear. Like, man, that movie is so awesome. Like, I mean...
And not only that, but, I mean, we got the awesome character of Ving Rhames.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness, dude. I'm telling you...
Not just him, but Bruce Willis's character,
no,
too,
dude, I'm telling Ving Rhames...
Yeah, he was.
Monologue...
But, like, we don't get to see Ving Rhames that
Pride.
much. Yeah, fuck Pride. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Ving Rhames is an awesome character in that movie. But I think Bruce Willis's character is better. Like going through that boxing match and actually killing the dude and having that weight
on accident.
Yeah, on accident. And
well, he didn't know he did it.
Right. But honestly, for me, that is a compliment to Bruce Willis because after he found out about it, you can tell even though he didn't.
It upset him.
It did upset him because he didn't know he killed the dude, and once he found out, he like, oh shit, I killed the dude. I can't believe I did that.
Well, he was smoking a cigarette too.
Right.
He was like,
true.
Oh man, I didn't realize he died.
Right.
Now I feel like a piece of shit.
But like I said, man, honestly, man, like the dialogue in each scene of Pulp Fiction is amazing.
Maybe the dialogue, like you said earlier, I think that may be what makes fucking Quentin Tarantino so great.
No, I'm saying if I wanted to make a movie and I wanted good dialogue, Quentin Tarantino would be the first person I go to. He is a genius as far as interaction between each character and the dialogue that they have. Like there's no one better that will have better interaction and dialogue.
Well, we can go back to Pulp Fiction too, between Tim Roth's character and his lover, Honey Bunny.
Right.
You know, I mean that was even good, and the dialogue between John Travolta and Samuel Jackson.
Even a dialogue between Bruce Willis and Ving Rhames.
English motherfucker, do you speak it?
English motherfucker, do you speak it?
Yeah, you say it.
I'm getting loud. I'm getting
yeah, you say it better than I do. Say what? Say what again?
Say what one more? Say what one more time? I dare you. I double dog dare you, motherfucker. Yeah.
I swear. That shit, man. Dude. I mean, it's so fucking perfect.
And
dude.
Honestly, that's one of the things that Quentin Tarantino has above a lot of other directors.
It's the dialogue.
Not even just that. His movies are so quotable. Like even like Pulp Fiction came out what 20 years ago or something around that.
Yeah.
And it's still quotable to this day. I got the English motherfucker, do you speak it? I still have that. I have that ringtone on my phone because it's that awesome. Like it's awesome, man. And that's one thing that impresses me with Quentin Tarantino is his dialogue and his quotability.
And you know the dialogue.
I'm not sure if it's a word. I made it a word.
It goes in depth.
It does. Like you get. Like with his dialogue, you get a piece of every character in his dialogue. Like you get their feeling, what their motives are, everything, man. You get all of that with his dialogue when they're talking amongst each other.
Everything, like even with Reservoir Dogs, it's all beautiful.
No, Reservoir Dogs is beautiful. Reservoir Dogs is, I hate to say, I know a lot of people may consider Pulp Fiction as his masterpiece.
That's false.
That is very false. I think for me anyway, Reservoir Dogs is his best movie of all time. That's my favorite Quentin Tarantino movie of all time. Just seeing, especially since when he first starts the chapters, the dialogue between all the misters, like Mr. Black, Mr. Pink, Mr. White, Mr. whatever, the dialogue between them, and trying to unravel this mystery until you see it, like the dude that's an undercover cop, unraveling all that and seeing it, and then seeing it at the end of the movie where we now know, like the character now knows that what was the dude's name? I can't remember his color. But anyway,
Mr. White.
I'm not sure. But the
Mr.
two dudes
White was probably Harvey Keitel.
Probably
Cattle or something
like that. But the two dudes at the end where he realizes that he is an undercover cop and shoots him, and then has a shootout with the cops. I'm sorry, guys. For me, Reservoir Dogs is a complete and perfect movie. Like, don't get me wrong, so is Pulp Fiction. But because Reservoir Dogs came out first and started that, for me, Reservoir Dogs is my favorite movie by Quentin Tarantino.
I think
with Inglourious Basterds
I think we're
coming a close second.
I think we're missing a few though. I mean, we haven't even really talked about The Hateful Eight.
Oh man, The Hateful Eight shows.
Oh, that's another actor that there's another actor that Quentin Tarantino uses that has been extremely underestimated, which is Walton Goggins.
Which one is Walton Goggins?
Walton Goggins is the dude that in The Hateful Eight that Kurt Russell and Samuel Jones picks up. The new sheriff.
Oh, him.
Yeah, the white guy. He was in Django.
Oh, he was.
Yeah, he got shot in the dick.
Yes,
Django.
yeah.
He's like the dude silent.
For me, Hateful Eight. I know a lot of people may not have liked Hateful Eight.
I liked it.
I loved it.
I didn't like that one.
Like, because Hateful Eight is a more dialogue-based movie. It's not action-oriented. It's not anything like that.
Well,
it's
we get
more,
to see Channing Tatum get shot in the face.
right in the head. Just
right
fucking
in
blow
the
his fucking skull
goddamn face.
Right.
Which was awesome.
Yeah, it was. I think for me, as far as dialogue, The Hateful Eight is his greatest dialogue movie because there's not a lot of action. There's not a lot of anything. It's mainly
say it's his greatest dialogue movie.
No, I think it is because when you think about it, it's a dialogue-based movie.
I think it's intimidating dialogue-based.
It is, but for me personally, I think that's his greatest movie as far as dialogue because it's not action-oriented. You're getting more story, and it's strictly dialogue. Like that's mainly like 85% of the movie is dialogue based, and you're trying to unravel this mystery of who killed who and what happened. But
it really doesn't matter because they're all fucking assholes.
They are, but the dialogue between each character is amazing, and for me, that's his greatest dialogue based film. And like nothing else but just dialogue. That's his greatest dialogue.
Extremely sadistic.
Oh man, oh shit. That scene where they hung, even though he shot in the stomach, even though they're
shot in the dick,
they still hang that woman.
That's right.
Fuck that. You're
the hangman. When he catches you, you hang.
Yes, and they hung her. And for me, like I said, The Hateful Eight is his greatest achievement as far as dialogue. Because there's nothing else, there's not much else going on but them talking amongst each other and really communicating with each other.
I'm gonna respectfully disagree with you on that.
Which one do you consider his greatest dialogue?
I think Inglourious Basterds is his
greatest
really good.
Dialogue.
Like, I honestly, I think that's only because of the skill of the actors.
No,
that's in
right,
that movie.
I agree.
And you got, Eli Roth, Brad Pitt, you got
Christoph
Waltz.
The girl who played the girl who was in the Cineplex.
Yes.
I don't know her name, but again, I'm not disagreeing with you. Like,
Emmanuelle Meneux is her name in the movie. Emmanuelle Meneux.
Yeah, and I'm not disagreeing with you because Inglourious Basterds is
and Daniel Brühl.
Oh, Daniel Brühl. Yes.
He
He's amazing in that
and
movie.
that motherfucker came out of nowhere.
Yes, I agree. Like
That was my favorite part about Civil War.
Was him, Zemo, secret.
Yeah,
spoiler alert.
It doesn't matter.
So was mine. Like Zemo.
That was my favorite part.
Yeah, Zemo.
They took this
Zemo
actor
achieved
and,
his plan.
and it doesn't matter. But you know, anyway, Daniel Brühl, man, he fucking him, Christoph Waltz. I mean, Brad Pitt, Emmanuel Mignon.
You're right. Whatever her name is.
Oh, her real name.
Right, but I agree. Like I'm not disagreeing with you. Like it's an amazingly dialogue-focused movie, but with a lot of action scenes.
And Eli Roth.
Yes,
man.
Eli Roth is awesome in that movie. I'm not gonna lie, but
The Bear Jew.
Inglourious Basterds is actually my second favorite Quentin Tarantino movie because of the dialogue and because of the action.
Like you said though, you know, you said your favorite is The Hateful Eight about the
No.
I mean about the dialogue.
Yes, it is.
Dialogue wise, but you know, Inglourious Basterds is your second favorite film of his of all time.
Of all time, yes.
Yeah,
it is.
and you know,
and it has good dialogue.
And I honestly think that the reason why is because it's just so good.
It really is. I challenge anyone right now to name any faults. Give me another beer.
We have several directors, right? Each one of them have their things. Like Steven Spielberg has the visual and
No. I think Steven Spielberg is more of a storytelling director.
And
he's not more of a visual. He's not.
Yeah, and we have Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah, we did a shooting the shit on that one.
And he is more of a storyteller versus creature
effects. Yes,
creature effects. Quentin Tarantino is dialogue, and it will be dialogue.
Quentin Tarantino will never be topped. Never. No one. I've watched.
I dare
anyone. Yes, exactly.
I dare a motherfucker
to
top him.
Yes, I dare a motherfucker. Any of you. Now, y'all are motherfuckers, by the way. But I dare any of you to tell me any director whose dialogue is better than Quentin Tarantino's as far as his movie.
It's good.
None of you can. None of you.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck. None of you can.
Because that scene, like you said, in Inglourious Basterds,
the opening scene, like the opening one,
opening scene,
yes,
dude,
that
you can't fucking.
No, you can't top it. No, because it shows Christoph Waltz and everything.
Yeah,
and all of a sudden,
the scene,
his face goes dead.
Yeah,
and he just starts being serious.
Or
you
the
got
scene
people on the
with,
floorboards.
Or the scene with in Pulp Fiction where he's talking to Bruce Willis about fuck pride.
Pride. Yeah,
or
exactly.
the most quotable thing about that entire movie in Pulp Fiction. I'm gonna get medieval on his bit. I'm gonna get medieval on his ass.
For me,
I'm just saying.
For you,
no, not for me. I'm just saying. You know, that's another one.
I think the most quotable part of Pulp Fiction is the part where Samuel L. Jackson and what's his name?
What, John Travolta?
Yeah, John Travolta. Where they're questioning the guy. That's the most quotable part of that movie. Not ever. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. That is greatest ever dialogue. That's probably my top 3 greatest dialogue ever. As far as
I think that's everybody's like top 5.
Yeah, honestly, and
any movie goer.
Yeah, exactly. It's not even a question of if it is. It is exactly. And
it's just a thing, you know. I mean, big Kahuna burger, and you know that's another thing too. You know that Quentin Tarantino does. He's like a Stephen King thing, man. He fucking loops everything in together.
Right.
You know, Big Kahuna Burger was in.
We're forgetting one of the greatest dialogues of all time too. And I know a lot of people may disagree with me, but Uma Thurman's character, where she's in the pussy wagon, talking like I'm trying to get my feet, will my feet out of entropy, and talking and get like for me my greatest dialogue ever is the part where she says, what is it? I'm trying to remember everybody. I'm sorry. Where she says, proof that God exists is that the fact that revenge Oh no, the what? I'm trying to remember it.
Wait. Hey,
I'm trying to remember because that's my favorite.
Let's stop this real quick.
No. Let's keep going. Okay, well, everybody, we're gonna come back to this.
Back.
Yes, we'll be right back. Because actually,
back.
Quentin Tarantino deserves 2 parts. We'll be right back because we got to take a piss because we've been drinking a lot. But we'll be back, everybody. So join us again for part 2 of our Quentin Tarantino discussion.